Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Jason Bourne. And this movie came out in 2016, directed by Paul Greengrass, starring Matt Damon as Jason Bourne and Tommy Lee Jones, Alicia Vikander, if I pronounced her name correctly. She's in it too. Riz Ahmed also. I've seen this movie once before, but I didn't really remember much about it. I remembered the first action scene of this movie, and to be perfectly honest, I think that's the best part of the movie is the first action scene that we get. And it's not even the opening action scene. It happens within the first 30 minutes. That scene was fun, even if there was some choppy editing choices. And there weren't that many editing choices that got in the way from me experiencing what I was watching. And overall, I did like the cast, and this movie felt like a Paul Greengrass film, or at least from memory in terms of the ones that he directed in this franchise, those being Bourne Supremacy and Ultimatum. And the action scenes I enjoyed overall, even if I didn't really care about what was going on in this movie. And the first half I enjoyed, the second half not so much, because there just wasn't a hook for me. I didn't really care about what was going on. And it might just be due to the fact that I just didn't find Jason Bourne to be interesting in this film, nor did I find the villains to be interesting. Like, there just wasn't any hook for me in this film. Like, everything that I wanted from this franchise, I think, is just in the first three movies. And I haven't seen those in a while, but I feel as though the things that worked about those movies, I feel are just not in this one as much. Or at least the best parts of those first three movies. Part of what I enjoyed is figuring out the mystery of who Jason Bourne is and why he knows all these things. And there's a sense of discovery, and I like where the characters go. And there's plenty of things in those first three that I do like and are very engaging to me and work very well in terms of like an emotional experience. Like, they have a hook. Whereas this movie, it just didn't have a hook, really. It had some interesting elements, and I still liked where the story went for a while. But after, I don't know, halfway into the movie, I started to realize there's really nothing in this movie that makes it stand out from the rest of the franchise. Like, is there an action scene in this movie that's better than any action scene in the previous movies? No. Is there like a character moment that really is memorable that beats anything in the previous films? No. Like, there's nothing about this film that just stands out to me as like exceptional. It's just fine. And honestly, the second half of this movie really dragged it down for me because I was just very bored and couldn't really stand watching this movie. And I was just passively watching it and just not really absorbing any of it. And like I said earlier, some of the editing was choppy. Like, there's a scene where a character is walking towards a car, and we get like a few cuts of him still walking through his car, and I don't know why it couldn't just have been one long take, which honestly wouldn't even be that long, but still, why did we need so many cuts in this film? And also, I really did not like the music in this movie. It just sounded like generic spy movie music. And I honestly can't even remember if they used the Bourne Identity theme, like the classic theme that's in the first three movies at least. Like, I don't even remember it in this one. Maybe it wasn't even used. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. Like the like that. Maybe it was used and I just completely forgot about it. So I'll take the blame for forgetting about it, but it doesn't change the fact that I was just incredibly bored for most of this movie, and I just find it to be incredibly forgettable. And that's about all I have to say about Jason Bourne. It was the best Bourne movie that I would say are films that I'll never rewatch. And I like 1 and 3. I didn't really care for the second or fourth one. But I'll rewatch all these movies again at some point, or at least the first 3. Definitely not coming back to 4. And this one I can just live without. And I believe they're planning a 6th Bourne movie, possibly. I'm not sure if this is confirmed. We'll see what happens with that, but I don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? So we'll see what happens. But anywho, Jason Bourne, it's fine. I'll never rewatch it. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Jason Bourne a 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Jason Bourne, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Crimson Tide. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.